The night drive. The moon hung high in the pitch-black sky as I embarked on my journey, a late-night drive to clear my mind and escape the chaos of everyday life. Little did I know that this drive would take me down a path of terror and unease. I cruised down the deserted highway, the only source of light being the dim glow of my headlights piercing through the darkness. The rhythmic hum of the engine provided a semblance of comfort, as if I was not alone in this desolate landscape. The radio crackled sporadically, playing eerie tunes that sent shivers down my spine. As the minutes turned into hours, I found myself in an unfamiliar area. The road stretched endlessly before me, surrounded by dense forests on either side. The air grew colder, and a creeping sense of unease settled within me. Ignoring the growing unease, I pressed on, desperate to find my way back to civilization. The forest seemed to come alive as I continued my journey. Shadows danced menacingly among the trees, casting eerie shapes that whispered ancient secrets. Every now and then I caught glimpses of glowing eyes, like orbs of malevolence, peering at me from the depths of the woods. The hairs on the back of my neck stood on end, and an unshakable feeling of being watched washed over me. A dense fog crept across the road, obscuring my vision and swallowing everything in its path. My heart raced as the fog seemed to consume the car, creating a claustrophobic atmosphere within the confines of the vehicle. Panic surged through my veins, and I gripped the steering wheel tighter, desperately trying to maintain control. Suddenly the car jerked forward, as if propelled by an unseen force. The engine sputtered and died, leaving me stranded in the middle of nowhere. Fear gripped my chest like icy talons, constricting my breath. I fumbled for my phone, but to my dismay, there was no signal, a cruel reminder of my isolation. The forest around me exuded an otherworldly presence, suffocating the air with an inexplicable heaviness. Shadows danced in the periphery of my vision, teasing me with their elusiveness. Whispers echoed through the mist, their origin unknown, but their intent unmistakable. I was not alone. As I stepped out of the car, the fog swallowed me whole. Every step I took was met with an invisible resistance, as if the very air conspired to keep me within its clutches. Each passing moment felt like an eternity as I stumbled through the mist, my senses heightened, anticipating an encounter with the unknown. Whispers turned into chilling laughter, reverberating through the trees. The forest transformed into a nightmarish playground, twisting reality with its macabre dance. Shadows lurked behind every tree, their forms shifting and contorting in the darkness. Fear gnawed at my sanity, threatening to consume me. Lost in the labyrinth of fog and fear, I stumbled upon an old, dilapidated cabin. The creaking door swung open with a ghostly invitation, compelling me to seek shelter within its sinister embrace. Against my better judgment, I stepped inside, my heart pounding in my chest. The cabin breathed with a malevolent energy, its walls stained with the echoes of past horrors. The air was thick with an oppressive silence, broken only by my own labored breaths. The flickering candlelight cast dancing shadows, revealing grotesque portraits and decaying relics of a forgotten time. My gaze was drawn to a rusted key on a dusty table, its purpose unknown. An instinctive compulsion overcame me, urging me to take it. With trembling hands, I pocketed the key, its weight a haunting reminder of the choices that led me to this place. As I turned to leave, a figure materialized in the doorway. Its eyes glowed with an otherworldly intensity, piercing through the darkness. Paralyzed by fear, I watched as it reached out, long, gnarled fingers beckoning me closer. Its voice echoed in my mind, promising eternal torment. In a surge of desperation, I broke free from its hypnotic gaze and ran. I sprinted through the forest, the whispers and laughter trailing behind me. Fear fueled my every step, pushing me beyond the limits of exhaustion. Finally, I emerged from the forest, gasping for breath, my heart threatening to burst from my chest. The highway stretched before me, a beacon of safety and familiarity. I stumbled towards my car, its engine miraculously resurrected. Without hesitation, I sped away from the horrors that lurked in the night. As the miles melted away, I glanced at the rearview mirror, half expecting to see the specter chasing me. But there was nothing, only the road stretching into the distance. The night had swallowed its secrets, leaving me with an unforgettable tale of terror, a reminder that some paths are better left untraveled. And so I drove on, forever haunted by the memories of that night drive gone wrong, knowing that darkness waits for those who dare to venture too far into its depths. The night drive.